Massive welcome here from the Bournemouth Air Festival to the Swedish Air Force historic flight, Draken and Viggen. Well, I said they'd use a fair bit of airspace, and that's primarily down to the Draken, one of those aircraft that you've got to keep flying straight and at a reasonable speed as well. Nowhere near as maneuverable. See that double delta shape there, the lead aircraft? Early days when Sweden was looking for the need for a jet fighter that could intercept bombers at high altitude and also successfully engage fighters as well. Well-known other interceptors were around at the time, like the US Air Force's F-104 Starfighter. All very much the same period as the Draken. Just trying to pick up the chit-chat going on between the aircraft and the base. The unique double delta on the Draken there, with the inner wing an angle of 80 degrees for high-speed performance, with the outer wing it's swept at 60 degrees for better performance at low speeds. Propelled by Svenska Flygmotor RM6BC turbojet, based on the Rolls-Royce Avon engine. Revolutionary in its time. One of the main issues with it, however, was with the stall and spin characteristics, and especially what is referred to as a super stall. And to secure safe recovery, some of the aircrafts were modified with special anti-spin parachutes installed above the engine exhaust. A high number, over 170 Draken super stalls were reported between 1950 and 1987. Many of those resulting in crashes and destruction of the aircraft. So splitting now, giving you an opportunity to take a closer look at each of these quite extraordinary aircraft. The Viggen, the next generation on, of course, designed to perform more roles to cover the aspects of all fighter, or weather fighter, interceptor and ground attack and photo recce, as well as a training variant is included. So as long as you kept the speed up in the Draken, it was pretty much a reasonable aircraft to handle. You can see quick acceleration from the engine and response to throttle movement pretty good. Visibility okay, but nothing like the bubble canopies of today's fighters. Had a 25-degree seat tilt, which helped to increase the pilot's G tolerance, but clearly not suited particularly well for dogfighting. Primary role, an all-weather interceptor capable of attacking enemy bombers flying at high altitude and high speeds. Able to pull a 7G turn, but had to be performed at high speed, of course, to keep it away from that superstall characteristic well noted for it, which results in a very large turn radius and a low rate of turn. Able to fly at a Mach 1.6 of around 40,000 feet, although in test flights speeds of Mach 2 had been achieved. Aircraft coming in from the right, the Viggen, one of the very earliest designs of the canard configuration. We're talking about practicality here in the hands of the Swedish Air Force, and they were looking to operate their jet aircraft from reinforced public roads as part of wartime air bases, and for refueling and rearming to be carried out in no more than 10 minutes, generally by conscripts with minimal training. So in the development after the Draken coming into the Viggen age, over 329 of these were made in the attack, fighter and reconnaissance roles. A very good, robust aircraft, and also familiar in the whole range of Swiss aircraft. Great short runway performance. Powered by a single Volvo RM8 turbofan. It's essentially a licensed built variant of the Pratt & Whitney JT8D engine. The difference being the addition of an afterburner. And a thrust reverser, of course, once again to just reinforce that short takeoff and landing maneuver, so typical of Swedish aircraft. And sizable jet indeed when you're thinking of an operational requirement to operate from the 500 meter airstrips with minimal support.